right, what's going on, you guys? I am here. It is a red day. Hold up, you know, what's up? 1 second, let me just do a little something right here. I didn't. 1 second. But yeah, it is red. I had been saying it was going to be red for a while now after that FOMC meeting. I didn't think it was going to be red after Powell's bullishness, and because he has. Hold on, let me just get through this. Boom. I didn't send out to everybody here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, because of Powell's bullishness, talking about the future rate cuts, I was like, okay, so maybe we're not going to get like a red week, you know, going forward. But I don't know, it might be happening right now. So yeah, I mean, it's red, but I don't think it's going to be red for too much longer, because we are definitely guaranteed at least 3 rate cuts this year, at least another one next year. And there's a lot of good stuff I want to share with you guys on this live stream about the rate cuts and about some economists and stuff and all this other stuff, and there's crazy amounts of stuff going on. Yeah, man, thanks. Yeah, I'll get into that too. What's up, Big J? Yeah, we did a amazing 550x, right, on MYX, man. I call it a 6 million market cap. Now, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, MYX is down right now, probably down by the most right now, just because it's in a retracement. So it's down more than everything else, but it's in a retracement. But yeah, after about 4 months, going from May at a 6 million market cap, when we found it in my community, up until, you know, just like a week ago, 550x, it just blew me away. It is like the absolute biggest play of this cycle in my community. And, you know, there were some big ones, but there's going to be, there's going to be quite a few more coming soon, I would imagine. Because, let me show you this, guys. You got me all pumped right now. This is my goal right here. This is my goal for all my community members, to get something like this, to become insanely rich and get something like this. So what I do, in case anybody doesn't know, who's just tuning in for the first time, I'm Code Monkey Mike. I build a lot of software to scan like almost every single goddamn coin in the market, and just scan thousands of coins a day, and we scan everything, all the parameters that have to do with it being a good coin. And we just try to find good coins at a very, very low market cap. We try to find under 1 million. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Like MYX, we found at 6 million. And it's weird. We find like a lot of coins at 6 million. It makes you think there's something devilish about it. Like 6 million, like Uranus, we found at 6 million. And, House Coin, and all these other. But this is my goal, guys. Link in the description below if you want to join. Right, all you got to do, imagine you just join, you spend like $100 and put it on MYX, you get 50 grand. So definitely well worth it. I'm going to be raising prices. I just raised the price of the yearly from 100 a year to 200 a year. It's still insanely cheap. But yeah, $30 a month is like, I'm going to raise that very soon, just because of the value we're getting. So I mean, now we're proving ourselves, right? We're building the software and we're proving ourselves. So we're doing some good stuff. But yeah, back to all this stuff going on with the markets. Yeah, we're at a CoinGlass altcoin index of 80. So we're up in altcoin season right now. In some ways, it doesn't feel like it. It definitely feels like it for some of us, obviously, with that MYX play. We have things that are mildly pumping, so we're going to be expecting a lot more. But yeah, apparently we're in altcoin season. We're in altcoin season right now. If we go to CoinMarketCap, let's say altcoin season index is a little bit different in CoinMarketCap, and it says 76. Well, yeah, I thought it was going to be lower than that. So 80 on CoinGlass, 76 on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so we're getting there. Things are really pumping. Things are absolutely pumping. Fear and greed index is at 53, so it's actually very, it's neutral. It's very low. So it's good, still a good time to buy. You don't want to buy in the green. You mostly want to sell in the green. So yeah, when people are greedy, that's when you want to sell. But you have to make sure you pump your bags beforehand. You gotta stack your bags beforehand. What else we got going on? Let me close a couple of things because things get haywire when I browse around and the browser freezes. But let's go to fear and greed index here. Oops, wrong one. Come on, dude. Yeah, fear and greed index. Did I just click it? Okay, here we go. Yeah, same thing as that alternative me site. Bitcoin dominance. Still around 57. I would expect the Bitcoin dominance to pump a little bit to get stronger before it gets weaker. But then it was probably going to be really, really low. Now, this is what I want to get into. Fed Governor Myron, I think is pronounced. I hear people say Miran, but Myron says he did not tell Trump how he would vote on rates this week. Now, this is a very, very interesting video, and this is going to tell you what's going to come in the year ahead of us, like the 12 months ahead of us. It's really, really interesting. Hold on, let's go. We're probably gonna watch a stupid ad first, right?
At Janus Henderson Investors, we believe working together is the
all right, we'll get by this. Yeah, he says some really interesting stuff and how it sounds really, really bullish.
Perfect harmony.
Now, just before I start with this, I was watching a Meet Kevin video earlier and saying that he says something that sound bearish, and that's why the market's pulling back. I don't really think that's the case. I mean, this particular snippet of his of this discussion, we'll show you. I mean, yeah, let's watch.
Governor Stephen Myron, our Steve Leisman, of course, also with us. It's great to see you, Mr. Governor. First of all, congratulations on the confirmation and getting inside the Fed.
Thank you, and thanks for having me back. It's great to see you.
Well, I'm glad that you're here because I think a lot of people want to know why you dissented, first of all, for a 50 basis point cut when the rest of the committee voted on quarter point.
Yeah, of course. Look, let me first state that I speak only from my own views and not for anybody else's whatsoever, but I think I've got a differentiated view on a number of counts. First of all, I don't see any material inflation from tariffs. I see no evidence that it's occurred. In my opinion, if you look at import-intensive core goods, they've inflated at no faster a rate than overall core goods, which is not what you would expect to see if you thought tariffs were driving inflation higher.
Yeah, that sounds very bullish, right? Like there's no expectation of inflation coming from tariffs. That's like really great.
You'd think imports would be differentially inflating at a higher pace. The second thing I'd say is that there's no discernible trend difference between core goods inflation in the United States versus that in other countries. And again, if I thought that tariffs were driving any material inflation in the United States, I'd look for evidence the United States somehow stuck out.
But it's not just tariffs, right? We still have inflation that is above the Fed's target. So you can understand why most of them wouldn't be that excited about cutting further with that kind of scenario.
No, of course, and again, I have a differentiated view. In my opinion, the changes in border policy in recent years have been significant inflation drivers. And think about it this way. The supply of shelter, the supply of homes is relatively fixed in the short run. You can't just, pick houses off trees. They take a while to be built. And when you have big population shocks, it moves around the price of shelter. If you add millions of new immigrants into a country in a short period of time, it's going to drive shelter prices up. And then if you close that border, and then you have negative net migration, and there's been reports thus far that 1.5 million migrants have left the United States just in the first half of the year this year.
1.5 million migrants have left the United States just in the first half of the year. And it's interesting too, because he is saying that because of this, now like a lot of housing prices are going to go down and housing is going to be more affordable. So again, it sounds pretty bullish, right?
And so that's going to have
it gets really, I really like the end of this part. I really love the end of this video.
Disinflationary effect. And so I'm expecting that to exert quite a lot of disinflation.
So you weren't just an outlier on the voting, but also on the dot plot, which we got. And we made a graphic of just how the dots look. Most of them expected either one more cut this year or 2 more cuts this year, and then there's an outlier, that bottom dot that wanted to see 5 cuts this year. Was that you?
That was me. And let me say something very clearly. This coming Monday, I'm going to be making a speech where I'm going to give a full accounting for my economic views and walk through in meticulous detail the economics and the arithmetic behind getting to those numbers. And it's too big for, people usually write these dissents, and the dissents are, like a page long, right? I'm going to walk through a lot of economics and a lot of arithmetic and a lot of math, and that's going to take a full speech to do. So we're going to get a full accounting of that on Monday.
Yeah, so this guy is basically saying that he wants to, that he wants to see interest rates, come down significantly going into next year. It sounds like actually like freaking awesome. We're going to go under. We're going to go under. Let me close this out. We're going to go under, 3% interest rate, which is actually phenomenal. That's what we need to get investment, the money flowing and pumping through the economy, right? That liquidity in the economy, and everything is going to just go flying after that, right? Now, a couple of things I want to get into when it comes to basically, like, there's a couple of things going on here. Let me run through some of these things. Let's go this way. So, Hyperliquid enable perpetual trading. MetaMask and integrates Hyperliquid to enable in-wallet perpetual trading. This is pretty good now with Hyperliquid posted a 2.75 million in 24-hour revenue, second only to Tether and Circle. So this thing about Hyperliquid is interesting because there are a couple of things that MYX is sort of like the Binance's version, on Binance for Hyperliquid. It's like a version of Hyperliquid. Another one that I call in my community called Avantis. I call that a 60 million market cap, and it went up to over a 4x within a few days. Avantis is like another version like of Hyperliquid, but it's doing more than Hyperliquid because Avantis is like not only like a DEX, is like you can trade, you can do Forex trading, you can trade commodities, you can do a whole bunch more on Avantis. So, I'm very, very bullish on Avantis. I should just pull up a chart for Avantis. Let's say in CoinMarketCap. But I am very, very bullish on Avantis. So, in the long run, I think that at least from my call from the 60 million market cap, or I called it again with all the sixes. What the hell is going on, man? There's something really devilish about my community, man. But it's going to make us tons and tons of money, man. It's like, what the hell is going on with all these sixes? But so I call it a 60 million market cap. Was just last week, and it's at 288 right now. Link in the description below if you want to get in, if you want to get in on that action, cryptorich.vip. If you want to become one of those VIP members that becomes a millionaire. But Vantis is another pretty damn good play. I think that, we're talking multiple billions in terms of market cap. It could just shoot up the way MYX did. MYX just went absolutely insane. I remember it shot up a couple months ago. It shot up to like 100 million and so on. And I was taking profits and swing trading. And I had no idea it was just going to go past $1 billion like in September. Like all this stuff is going on and it's not even October yet, right? So just think about what's going to happen with Avantis in October, right? So this is free alpha, guys, right? You're watching this. If you're not a community member, at least you got this. You can get in on Avantis at a 289 million market cap, and it could it could do like a 10x from here. It could be like one of those things. But obviously, if it does a 10x from here, then for my community members, that's more like a 50x, right? That's why you gotta join that community. And we're gonna be rolling around on one of these things, man. I'm gonna show a different yacht every single live stream, every single video. I'm gonna try to pick out different yachts, and you guys can just dream with me, man, because we want to make it a reality. Other things that happen and are going on this week. Hold on, let me go back to my screen. So we got Avantis. I want to get into some of this news. This right here is an interesting one. So we do have the hold up. So we do have this that happened yesterday. We have XRP and Doge ETFs like smash records with 54 million combined one day one volume. The impressive first day debut highlights growing investor appetite for alternative investment vehicles tied to altcoins, which is very, very interesting, guys. Yeah, I mean, these ETFs and the stuff like exactly like this, XRP and Doge right now, they're going to fuel, right, this alt season that we're obviously in already, or already started, and it's probably going to run us through right, into December, and we're going to get a lot of like God candles, man. We're good. Things are going to go parabolic, and I think it's just a matter of which coin goes parabolic, during which month or week or so on. Obviously, MYX was the outlier, just obviously one of the first to do that. But so this is like really, really bullish right now. It's like this is awesome. We have introducing Grayscale Coindex Crypto 5 ETFs. This is our newest fund tracking 5 most distracting. So this is the first time that an ETF is going to bundle together multiple cryptos, right? Before it was like the Bitcoin ETFs, and then the Ethereum, and then the XRP, the Doge, right? This one is going to have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano, right? So ticker symbols GDLC, Grayscale Coindex, I don't know, something or other. So GDL is Grayscale, and then I guess crypto is what that stands for. Offers brand exposure to the crypto asset class as well, focusing on the current market leaders, right? And exposure to 90% of the crypto market capitalization, right? So I guess, all of these combined are 90% of the total crypto market cap. And yeah, I mean, this is like awesome, man. This is like insanely awesome. Like you can't perfect. You can't get more perfect than that, right? But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on. So with Solana, I think of Solana, we're going to see some really, really big gains out of Solana. In the next couple of months, I mean, Solana could triple, right? I mean, obviously, probably is going to double, and it could triple, and hopefully it does more too, right? But it's going to be absolutely insane. Bitcoin right now is at 115, and it's probably going to go to 150 over the next few months. So yeah, we got some good times ahead. Let me see what else is going on. Another thing related to all this is new rules allow faster approval of crypto ETFs under commodity-based trust shares. So this could open a door to a wave of new ETFs in the US. So yeah, man, this is what I'm talking about. So maybe this wave of new ETFs, obviously some of it is happening some of it's happening right now, XRP, Dogecoin. Now we got this one with Grayscale. So we got some of it happening right now, but I think there's going to be more ETFs happening next year, and we're going to see some monster pumps, and it's going to be one hell of a bull cycle. It's going to take us right into like 2027, right? I've been saying that, you guys. I've totally been saying that, and it's like it looks like it's coming true, man. What's going on? I got some comments coming in. What's going on from Jay Rummy? So you're a fellow Casper Maxi. So yeah. The ZBEC network. Yeah, I was looking into the ZBEC network, but it was only recent, within the last few weeks or so, maybe month, and I'm like, I guess I already missed it and so on, but I think it's a pretty good play. What do I recall? I was looking into it. I can't remember what their niche is, like what makes them stand out. But from what I recall, it looked a pretty damn play. I just didn't buy into it. But yeah, you think it's overrated? I don't know. It just looked like a pretty good play. I think it's gonna pump. Yeah, I think it's gonna pump this cycle. Yeah, I mean, let me check it out. Because it's been like a month since I looked into it. So, here, let me pull it up. Let me just pull it up together. Let's pull it in. Yeah, I can't remember what it's all about. I was like, yeah, this is pretty damn good. I was like, I wish I could have gotten that at a much lower market cap. Typically, you know, like that's me. That's my thing with my community. Oh, did I just type the wrong thing? CBCN. There we go. Zero pace. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing. You know, in my community, we try to find coins at extremely low market cap, getting them like really early, like as soon as they launch. But, so this is a yearly, so it's pumped, right? So I guess, this is like, I guess when I was looking into it, it was in this pump right here. That's why I didn't buy into it. What about the all-time high? Yeah, I mean, this is one hell of a bullish chart. So the chart, other than what they do, the chart looks great, right? In fact, if I like to swing trade, if I wanted to get into it, I'd probably buy it now and just keep swing trading it, selling high and buying back in low. But if I wanted to get into it, let's open their website, see what they got going on. Decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real world value. Yeah, I remember this. Where money? Yeah, I remember this is so where money can more freely. I don't know. Yeah, this is something that instantly. Yeah, related to money. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna pump. I mean, there are a lot of coins right now that are like this, offering this type of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's not something I would hold for the long term. You know, I would get in, make my money, and then get out. But like I said, I wish I got it back here, because you know that would have been awesome if I got it back here. Started as a bull run first. Casper was in 2023. I think this outperformed Casper. Don't get me wrong, but I think Casper is a beast. So go parabolic. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos, man. I think, like I've been saying, with all the charts I've been showing, like I've been telling people, you know, this is not a crypto cycle. We're not in crypto cycle. We're in dollar cycles, and this happens to be a very, very long cycle. And I think that like this cycle, you know, is not ending right now. We're going to have our alt season. We're going to have some amazing pumps, and we're going to make a ton of money. But this cycle is going to end like in 2027. And that's when I think Casper is going to pump. Like, I'm not expecting too much out of Casper, anywhere from 40 to 80 cents over the next, few months. Which is why I'm telling people, you know, you got to take profits. You got to take a handful, because if you think the Casper is going to pump to $3 just because all these other influencers are telling you it's going to $3, then when it pumps to like 50 cents and you don't take profits, you're just going to hold, and it's going to keep on, it's going to pump, right? And you're going to keep on holding, but it's going to go down. And you're going to think, oh, maybe in a couple of weeks it's going to go back up, but it's not going back up. You know, it'll be something like that. Then in the case where I'm wrong, what you do is, okay, you just took out 10%. You took a handful out. Maybe you took out 20%. Then if it keeps going up to like $1 or $2, then you keep on taking more out. Keep taking more 10% chunks. So you win no matter what, right? But you got to learn to take profits, right? So definitely agree with Casper. Casper is a beast, like you said here. Yeah, exactly. This is Casper's for doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many X's, there's a ZBEC, is that how you say it, ZBEC, or ZBCN, but how many X's is going to get? So we're at, you know, a 360 million market cap. It can do a 20X, maybe. I mean, yeah, it can go into the billions. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it could. Yeah, we'll see. So it's had it. The thing is, like, it had its major pump back in June. So yeah. So exactly, Casper's a sleeping giant. Yeah, I believe it is. That's what I'm saying, guys. Let's make our money with all these other altcoins and meme coins right now, and during this alt season over the next few months. Then, if this bull cycle is really 6 years and it keeps on going next year and into the into 2027, then we're going to see Casper explode. So you make your money now, you take your profits with it, over the next couple of months, and then you just you buy more Casper. I mean, that's what I'm going to do, right? Moonwell is a better DeFi play than ZBCN, backed by Coinbase. I do agree with the Coinbase backing, but still, it's like everything's going to pump. It's been a while. So I haven't bought Moonwell either. It's been a while since I checked it. Man, I'm hyped up about these DEXs, right? So it's like I just did a 550X with MYX. Like I said, link in the description below if you want to get those calls. And like now I'm on Advantis, and Advantis is one of the things where it pumped. Advantis pumped like instantly in that first like hourly candle or so, and I was watching it come down. I wanted to see it stabilize, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to buy into it. And I did that at 60 million market cap, but Moonwell is at 88 now. Yeah, totally have to agree with you guys. Rizzy busy, man. 69. Moonwell, yeah, probably has many more X's in it than ZBCN, because ZBCN has just pumped, over the last few months. So Moonwell is probably could get like a 50, 60X or more, it could, because it's only 88 million. If it goes into the billions, say assuming that ZBCN and Moonwell get the same market cap, you're going to get much more bang for your buck if you invest in Moonwell. How does the actually, it's not a bad time to buy. Yeah, it's not a bad time to buy Moonwell right now. So this is the month. Yeah, this is not like ZBCN is pumped, but if you look at the all-time high with Moonwell, you got this pump right here, right? That was just last year during the Trump pump, but it hasn't pumped yet. Yeah, this is pretty damn good. It hasn't pumped yet. It's all season right now. This just getting started. So Moonwell is pretty damn good. Yeah. What else we got going on here? We're going for this. So NBA star Kevin Durant tells a story about trying to buy Bitcoin in 2014. Let's chill and just listen to this. It's pretty cool.
My understanding is that you hooked him on Bitcoin very early. Is that true? Are you the responsible party?
He knew about Bitcoin, but I gave him a little nudge, yeah.
You give him a how did you give?
No, he didn't. He called me in like 2014, 15. We got on a call with our business manager at the time, who just like shut it down and was like, "You guys, like, stop."
Hold on. Go backwards. So you how did you learn about Bitcoin?
Just scrolling on YouTube, to be honest. Can't lie to you. And then I just seeing so many videos of seminars of people like that.
See, with me, if I had a friend tell me about it, and I didn't really pay too much attention to it for like 6 months back in 2013. But yeah, same time frame.
Talking about cryptocurrency and how's the future of the world? And I was always into like futuristic, you know, the new technology coming, how our world can change, and I felt like that was something that.
Oh yeah. You made it live, yeah. What's going on? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a lot more of these live stream stuff now. We're gonna get some really interesting stuff right now. It's already happening. So, yeah. But yeah, let's go back to this.
Consistent and can last, and I mean, here we are now. 10 years later, we're still talking about it.
I lost him some money because had we bought it at that point in 2014-15,
yeah.
But about a year later, right when he signed with the Warriors, Ben Horowitz hosted a dinner for Kevin for his birthday, and the whole Warriors team came. And at the end of that night, I was like, Kevin, I just heard the word Bitcoin 25 times this evening. And the next day, we started investing in Bitcoin. And fortunately, we've yet to be able to track down his Coinbase account info, so we've never sold anything, and his Bitcoin is just through the roof.
So they lost the password.
No.
And they think that's a great thing because they never sold. So they've had the Bitcoin.
They'll find it.
In the account.
Yeah.
They still can't get the password.
No, they'll
Unbelievable.
Find it.
This I don't get.
Somewhere.
So
I don't know.
That's at Coinbase.
That's a Coinbase. He should be able to get the password. They have a partnership with Coinbase.
You have it yourself.
We got a lot more coverage of the game plan.
I like. What's the big deal? Like, if you lost your password for your Coinbase account, I mean, you should be able to contact them and do some sort of identity verification and so on. I would imagine, right? So that was interesting. That ending part right there. It's not like people lose their key, right? Their private key, and then they can't access their Bitcoin. That's just gone forever. But if you got it on Coinbase, you shouldn't have that big problem. But yeah. So yeah, so Thorhammer 25 made it here. So yeah. I mean, definitely. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing these live streams, I think, a lot more right now because things are just going to be pumping, right? Let's play some music. Right? Yeah. So Casper just needs volume to blow up, and smart contracts are the answer. I mean, I agree. We're definitely going to get a lot of hype. People are going to start talking about it more, and the volume is going to come, and then it's going to start flowing into those KRC20s, man. I really can't wait till those KRC20 tokens just start pumping, man. Oh my God, I just can't wait. Sometimes I just forget about all of them that I have. I have a lot of KRC20 tokens. Some of them are very small bags, and then others of them are like rather large. Like some of them are like almost like whale size. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's like I can't wait for those things to just start pumping. Quant, great tech, but doesn't get the attention. Yeah, I don't. Yes, it's been Quant. I don't know. Is there anything going on with it? I mean, things like, I look at things like HBAR, some of the old coins, and they have other stuff going on with like real world assets and stuff like that. Things that I never thought I'd get back into. Got ETFs going on. A lot of these coins that I never thought I would get into this cycle that I was into last cycle, they're catching my radar again. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about what's going on with Quant, so I can't. I mean, just based on that, it's not something I'd recommend. I don't know what they got going on. Kita, yeah, I know Kita. Kita is an interesting thing. Kita is an interesting thing. I think it's like one of those, like we were just talking about some of these others, like Moonwell, I think, and I think the Kita is pretty good. Again, like I never got into it, but I wish I had, and it's not too old now. Now, here, let me pull up pull it up on deck screener. This chart is easy to read, I guess, sometimes. Hold on. So I had somebody commenting on one of my videos I guess a month or two ago, saying that Kita is the Caspa killer. I mean, I don't think, I wouldn't say that. So Kita, my understanding of Kita is that it's just a network, right? And yeah, it serves payments, it's DeFi and all this other stuff. But I mean, I don't know how you would compare it to Caspa. I don't, that's strange to me, unless I'm missing something here. So I don't know why you would compare that to Caspa. I mean, if it's fast, I mean, it's just a network. Yeah, I mean, that's something, but yeah, and I think Kita's a really good play. Like I said, everything is going to pump, and this is probably going to be one of them. So 360 million market cap. How much is it going to pump? Now, 360 would be 10x, so it's like 3.6 billion, and you could probably do a little bit more than that, but it's only going to be like from here to 10x. Now, is this something I would buy into right now? I probably wouldn't, but it's probably a much safer play, because I'm looking for those, that dramatic explosion of X's. I'm looking for the next MYX, right? If I had gotten Kita back here, it would have been a different story. Now, the interesting part, this is on Base. Now, basically, the software in my community scans every single Base and Solana token that just comes out, that launches, right? And Solana's crazy. There's thousands every day. They're all garbage. But to a lesser extent, we also scan Ethereum tokens, Binance Smart Chain and a ton tokens. But when we started making this new software that was different from what we're using since let's say before the last run up during the Trump pump, right? We launched this new software in, let's say beginning of July, right? So the software that found, there's different bots. There's really, really advanced bots in my community. The software that found MYX at a 6 million market cap was different from Kita. Now, there are different attributes of Kita that caused that software to not get it. But had we launched earlier this other software that, for my community members, you know what that is. We got these new channels as of a few months ago. The DGen monitoring channel. We got, the DGen alerts for Solana and Base. But we probably would have caught Kita, back in March when it first launched. But it's fine, whatever. I mean, we'll catch other things too. There's so many good plays out there that'll get you 100x that you're whatever, But in the long run, my goal, like I said, my goal is this. I want to catch every single goddamn coin that pumps to 200 million at least, or 500 million. I want to catch every single one of them, and I want to get my community together, and I want to party in one of these things, right? So we're getting there. Our software right now is so much advanced than it was 12 months ago during the Trump pump. And in the Trump pump, we got some pretty damn good plays. We got Fartcoin, we got Peanut, you got Act 1 AI Prophecy, we got AI 16Z. We got a lot of plays, last run up. Now there's a new run up, and we're going to be making a lot more money. So link in that description below if you want to get involved. But yeah, I mean, I think Kita's got it going on. They're going to be doing pretty damn good. 10-20x, just like ZBCN probably, right? 10-20x. So if you got it, I mean, that's great. If you want to get it, I mean, we have this retracement right now. So you got 491 million down to 300. You got 491 down to 341. Okay. So you got a decrease of 30%. I mean, that's a good time to buy in. If you swing trade, This would be awesome. Imagine you sold somewhere around the top and you want to build your bag when you buy back in. You buy in at 30% lower. That's actually pretty damn awesome. So yeah, I mean, it's significant actually. So if you're swing trading it like last week you sold and then, you know, buying back in, that's pretty damn good. That's a good entry point. Yeah, I mean, something I would do. Will I do it? I don't know. I think I'm going to make some buys after this live stream. I'm going to look around. Moonwell looks pretty good. So thanks for bringing that up. But I don't know about Kita just because of the size already. It's already a huge market cap, and I really like to get in really low. So stable coins will be the catalyst as big institutions would choose the fastest, cheapest option, and that's Caspa. Agreed. Yeah, totally agree. Exactly, totally agree. Yeah, I don't know what a system it runs. I was just looking. Yeah, I don't know what it runs, but and then again, why is it not a layer 1? I don't know much about it when it comes to Kita. Because like I said, we're here. This is a base token. It's just whatchamacallit? Yeah, it's just base, and this is just Kita wrapped on base, which is fine, right? Just a wrapping of but I don't know. From that regard, I don't understand what it does. I don't know what it does. But if it's super fast, like someone said it's a Caspa killer in one of my videos. I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the Caspa killer. I think it'd do pretty damn good, but I don't think it's going to destroy Caspa. Crypto John abandoned Kita for abandoning Caspa for Kita. Really? Really? That's crazy. I mean, if you ask me if Kita is going to perform like Caspa, hell no. I mean, it's not going to. I mean, I don't think Kita is going to be like going. I think Caspa. If we get like a $30 trillion, if this bull cycle continues on, it's a 6-year cycle and it's 2027. By the time that this cycle tops off, and we get like a $30 trillion market cap, I think Caspa could be like $1 trillion. You know, up there. You know, like $1 trillion market cap. I mean, Caspa. I can't say the same for Kita. I'm like, why would it? That's really crazy. That's great. Hold on. Yeah. 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 You swapped all your Caspa? That's dangerous if you're saying if you only had 50,000 Caspa and you swapped all of it for ZBCN. But yeah, but it's true. Yeah. I mean, you could do that too. You can swap, you can wait for ZBCN to pump and then swap into your Caspa. After it pumps. I mean, that's a good plan. Same thing goes for like let's say you sell, like I wouldn't go as far as selling like even nowhere near all my Caspa for something like that. But I mean, let's say you sell like 5%, I sell 5% of my Caspa and I'll put it into something like Moonwell or Kita or ZBCN because it might pump like right now, right? Because I might expect some of these to pump like right now and then in these couple of months that are coming, but probably not. They're probably not going to pump. I mean, Caspa's probably not going to pump at the same magnitude as some of these others right now. Caspa's going to pump in the long run. So, a fair launch and you can't grift off the devs. Oh, you're saying. Is that what, I don't know much about Crypto John. I hear, it's funny because I hear other people complaining about him. I saw somebody share a video one time with Crypto John in a private stream, and somebody was asking the CA for one of the tokens he was talking about, and he was like, "What's a CA? What's a CA? Somebody tell me what a CA is. What's that?" He's like, "What does that mean? California? What's a CA?" And it was like, I'm confused. How I mean, you can't know everything, right? I don't know. I mean, crypto's like this big, and I know like that much, right? Because you can't know everything, right? But that's like a mechanic not knowing what a wrench is. I mean, my God, how do you not know what a contract address is? And somebody said because he's a Coinbase normie. I'm like, oh, so he's the type that just trades on Coinbase, and he doesn't trade anywhere else. He doesn't know about the contract address. I was like, that's just strange, but I don't know. So you're saying that Crypto John is a type that'll, he looks for payouts from, to get, so he can push meme coins and stuff like that to get paid. I think if that's what you're saying, but yeah. Yeah, Casper will be a trillion. It's only a matter of when. It could be 3 years. 3 years could be 30. I don't know about 30 years. I don't know about that. I don't want to wait 30 years. I think it'll be 3 years. It's more likely 3 years than 30, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, most of my holdings will be Casper, Bitcoin, and then the next will be like Toncoin. Yeah. Historic. Yeah, with me, I actually have like a ton of coins, because even if I just buy like $50 into a coin, it's just because like my software and we're scanning all these coins. So like I get to say, okay, I got into this coin and it did like 100x, which is fine. If you get, you put down $50, do 100x, you got 5,000, and if you do that on a whole bunch of coins, you're fine. Then I track in my community. Speaking of which, we just did like a really good, speaking of swing trades and all this other stuff. Let me just go back to CoinMarketCap. We did some major, right? Everybody did, right? Everybody got those pumps. I took a little bit of profits. Toshi went pretty damn good. Now, Toshi pumped like 2 days ago. Let's go to the 7-day chart. Yeah, look at that. That was amazing with Toshi. Now, when it comes to Toshi, it's interesting because here, let me share this. All right, so this is my community. For those of you who don't know, this is like, we got so much stuff going on, so many of bots and really, really advanced bots. So in my community, with all the coins that we track, right, we get an alert every time a coin that we're tracking gets a new centralized exchange, right? So if we're tracking a coin that only has like 1 or 2 centralized exchanges, and it suddenly starts getting a lot more centralized exchanges, we're like, oh wow, yeah, maybe something's going on. Let's check it out. Maybe we want to put more down on it. See if we can stack it a little bit more. But the cool thing about this in my community, so it's like Toshi is pumping. Let me go back here. So it's like Toshi is pumping, right? It's like, why is it doing this? Like, why is it doing this, right? And then we go over here and we realize that it just got listed on 3 centralized exchanges, right? Like all on the same day. And like, oh, that's why. So that was like pretty damn awesome, right? So it got, I think Upbit is somebody's, I think one of these, BitThumb or Upbit. One of them is like a really, really big South Korean exchange. So that caused a lot of pumps. But yeah, Toshi just went boom and got all these pumps. So that is, one of the many, many amazing benefits of my community. So what I did was I have this wallet. This one, I have my coins spread out among like many, many wallets, right? But there's one particular wallet I like to swing trade with, and I swing trade with. I guess I have like 1/5 of my Toshi or something like that on this swing trading wallet, and I just sold some of it. And to show you guys this swing trade software that you get access to in my community. Now, let's go back here real quick. So when you go to this website, cryptorich.vip, there's a members section. So when you join the WAP, you get to log in, right, into this, and you get to use software that helps you swing trade. right? And it's been really, really amazing because before this, I used to track my swing trades on a spreadsheet. It was so cumbersome. Now I just have it in the easy interface. And let me see. And I bought back in. This is just my buy alerts. We have so much useful information here, but my buy alerts right here. So I bought back in. This is my, and this was like, this is what it looks like, right? So I was able to say, I bought back in Satoshi using half of what I sold yesterday, which was about 10% higher than the current price. So I sold. So when I bought back in, it was, the price was 10% higher from when I sold it. Or I bought back in 10% lower to be precise. But so I had screenshots of my Trade Assister software to give those of you who haven't used it an idea of how it works. So you enter your transaction, the amount you paid, the amount you spent. Let's go here, and then it gets entered into here. So basically, this was. Oh wait, I didn't switch the screen yet. Hold up. Yeah, so this was how it looked before I bought back in. So it was like, okay, I sold some of my Toshi a couple days ago, right? And I sold $157 worth, right? And now I have this right here. This deviation is green. So the current price is 10% above. Yeah, I'm sorry. So my sell price was 10% above current price. So that's great. So that means I can buy back in because I want to sell high. I want to buy lower, right? So then I enter in my buy price again so I can keep it tracked. And this is what it looks like afterwards. So I have this buy price right here. And then when I want to buy the other $75 or whatever, I can put it in. So it's insanely useful. And like I said, guys, this is available to my VIP members, right? You can just log in right here. And, it's just like you access to so much software. What other community does this, right? There are a few communities out there, and I give them their props. I don't know about Crypto John, but there are a few communities out there. They do have some really good calls. Sometimes they have insider information. They have some connections, and they can get good calls. Or sometimes they just know how to spot a good coin, right? But, I mean, my thing is, I'm a code monkey, man. And I like having all this software. Obviously, it's going to help me trade, right? And, we're scanning all these coins. We're going to get in, and all these different coins. We're going to find these coins. Case in point, when Fartcoin was pulled out from this bot we call the insider alert last cycle, I thought it was kind of dumb, I was like, I didn't buy into it, but some of my members bought into it because they follow the channel with that bot that says, hey, this coin is in the list. It's a new coin called Fartcoin. And it was at a low market cap. And my members did like an 86x right to its peak. And it was insane. Like eventually I bought into Fartcoin, but yeah, I mean, I didn't buy it when we first found it, but that is the beauty of it. They're like, I don't need to make the call sometimes, right? The members have direct access to all the software that I have access to. So you could just make a move on it. So that's the beauty of it. It's like, what community out there does this? Like nobody does it. There's like nobody. So that's why you got this price right here. $30 a month is going to go up very soon. So get in while you can. I'm probably going to raise it this weekend, right? This is Friday, so I'm probably going to raise it this weekend. But what else we got going on here? BNB hit an all-time high. We said missed BTC, missed East, missed Solana, not. Oh, you're saying you missed Bitcoin, you missed Solana, you missed ETH. Yeah, I see. Not going to miss Casper. Yeah, a lot of people have the same story. You miss Billy Bond, man. What's going on? I love that username. Yeah, I was talking about some really good stuff when I shared some really good videos, some bullishness about the economic data and stuff like that. coming from this Fed governor and so on, named Mirren and all this other stuff. So yeah, you just go replay it, man. Yeah, we're talking about some good stuff. Yeah, we've been talking about Casper here and there. Yeah, we've been talking about Casper here and there. Yeah, we've been talking about it, going back and forth with Casper. Like this one right here. Jay says, you know, he missed all of these, but he's not going to miss Casper. Yes, exactly. It's a real deal. Yeah, when Casper is going to be like, when the Casper pumps, it's going to be like, oh, yeah. yeah. So I know, right? Yeah, that's when we're going to be partying. How many? Let me see. Look at all these icons right here. Hold up. We're going to be like, woo! That's an old Ric Flair. Woo! All right. So, I don't know about Omni Network. I've heard of it. I don't know about Omni Network. So I think I've played all the videos, everything I wanted to share. Kita. This is my vid I love to play right here I think I've done it all, right? Let's check out. I'm gonna close the live stream too soon because it's been a while. I've been having fun. Having a lot of fun with you guys. Omni Network. I don't know about Omni Network. I've heard of it, but I don't remember it. It's not new. I didn't think it's old. Hold on, let's go back here. Oh, it is new. It is new. Oh, I don't know. This looks bad. Is this the right one? Yeah, I saw you send the message twice, man. Yeah, I got it. I don't. Is this Omni Network? I don't. Here, you know what I'm gonna do? It's 146 million market cap. I hope it's not one of those things that pumped just in like its first hourly candle because of VCs and insiders, right? I don't know. Let's check it out on Deck Screen and see how it looks. On Coin Market Cap, it doesn't look good since July. So Omni Network. Man, look at all those sell orders. It buys. What they're doing. Yeah, I don't know. This is the same address as buying and selling over and over again. I don't know why, or maybe not. But yeah, I don't know why some of them do this. There's this play in my community that I bought into. I only bought like a few bucks of it because like they do that a lot. I don't know why. Sometimes they could pump good, but like I don't know why they do that. Just to increase their volume to make it look better. I don't know. Anyways, oh, I get it. So it was introduced into Coin Market Cap. Is this the right one? Hold up. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. Let me open this up. Omni Network. So this goes back to. Oh, I see what I was. See what it was. This is April. Oh, I thought it was July when I saw this. This is April. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. I don't know what this is. I mean, just from the chart, I wouldn't be looking at this, but hold up. Let me make this bigger. Hold up. Why does this look like this? I don't know about this. This is kind of shady. It is the right one, but Because it's a different pair? Hold up. Am I going crazy or is this kind of strange? It's a different pair, so 190, 175. Over here, the market cap is 146. I don't know, man. This is strange. What is it about Omni Network? I mean, just from looking at these charts, it just looks kind of strange. I don't know, man. Let me open it up. This is strange. I don't know if I got the right one. Maybe I got something strange here. Because, like, let's say over here, let me click on one of these other pairs right here. And then there's no profile information. I don't know, dude. This is something strange. Anyways, guys, if you want something other than Omni Network, you can join my community. Right? A lot of this stuff is free. As I say, we've been trading for 5 years deep, and someone says, "Teach me for free." Yeah, I mean, like, you're getting a lot of free alpha. Like, I give you advances, so like that's pretty cool. I think I started talking about it when it already did a 3x after my community got in. Because I call it a 60 million get in, but if you want to get in a little earlier and don't rely on, this free alpha and these streams, then link in the description below. Crypto Rich, if you want to become richer. Crypto Rich, if you want to become crypto rich, right? CryptoRich.VIP. And I'm going to be raising these prices pretty damn soon. I'm going to keep the yearly like that for a little while, so it's going to be like an amazing discount for the yearly, but the monthly is going to go up. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think I'm going to catch you guys later.